Before I open this box, I need to explain how it got here in the first place. You've seen my videos where I modified the carburetors and tested them on my flow bench, where I checked all the air filters, blah, 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 all that different stuff. In the process of doing that, this guy got a hold of me and said, hey, I've got this carburetor that I've done some really crazy stuff to. Would you be willing to do some collaboration and flow test it for me? So I went on his site and I checked it all out. This is a pretty crazy carburetor. This is version 3.0, and I haven't opened it yet. We'll open it together. But from what I've seen on his videos, at the end I'll just give you a link to the video where he talks about us starting this collaboration, and I'll also give you a link to his playlist where you can see everything he's done from the beginning up until now. It's some real interesting stuff. Way beyond anything that I've done with them carburetors. The name of the YouTube site is New Guy's Garage. He put a comment in my on one of my videos, and then we ended up talking back and forth until it came down to this point here. So we shall open this box up together and see just what's in store for my flow bench. Pretty sure that I'm going to have to run my flow bench at a low flow, just because when he gets this thing in its wild area, it's going to flow so much air that my flow bench won't be able to keep up with it. So here we go. He packed it pretty good, but before I send it back to you, we probably need to do just a little bit of reinforcement on the bottom. So luckily nothing fell out. Okay, you did pack it very well, and I will do the same when I send it back. All right, we'll open that up in a minute. That's one of the base plates. This is one of the carburetors. This is his 2.0 carburetor, and I've kind of already seen it on the site, so I have a little bit of insight to what I'm about to see here that you may not. This is the first carburetor that he wants me to flow. In the next video, I'll tell you how I'm going to do all this with my flow bench and how we're going to make it consistent so that each time he does a modification, it will be accurate. But this is the base of what we're going to start. This is what he wants me to flow test to begin with. I'm also going to flow test his final product. Product the right word? his 2.0, where he got as far as he was going to go, and everything he learned from here, he's going to apply to this and more. So this is going to be a real interesting situation, a real interesting growth or progress of modifications. A million times more than what you saw with my carburetor testing. So I will put this up in front. Actually, let me go get a light. Ah, there's one. There's one right there. Okay, so this one hasn't had any real modifications done to it yet, except for the base plate. And you can go on his site and get all the details on this, but I'm going to show you that he has thinned out the throttle blades, especially on the ends here, to make it flow better. I do believe he said this was a 650 base plate and a 650 mechanical secondary carburetor. So we will bolt this on there and see what it does. But now you need to see the transformation that this carburetor is going to go to and even beyond. And that's this thing right here. I'll turn the light back off for a second while we open this up. Thanks for the stickers, bud. That's the site you need to go on to get all the details. Can you see that? Oh, bang, boom, boom. Let's get a little closer. There we go. Okay, now, what is this nifty little package? You packed it too good. Okay, you can never pack anything too good. A 2564 socket. I guess we're going to have some more email communication to figure out what that's for. In fact, I'm going to put it right back inside there. That's an odd size. 2564s. I do not know what that's for. But we'll be finding out before I start flow testing it. So I'll clue you guys in when I figure it out. Now, this is his velocity stack, and he'll tell you all about that on his site and how he created this. And I tell you, I like his concept because this is off of it's a bell mouth off of a inlet on a turbo. But this thing, which you saw on my video, wouldn't fit underneath my hood, so I couldn't take it to the drag strip and test it. But I'll bet you that one would fit. I mean, that's one heck of a difference. Anyways, I just did that just because I was curious to know just how much smaller it is. All right, let's continue unboxing. What is this? This is Project XMC.
Side comparison here. Project XMC, well, the XMC stands for Extremely Modified Carburetor.
I'm going to send this one back to him, and he's going to do some modifications, and we're going to keep doing that till it becomes more modified than this one.
It's not going to be like any other carburetor build out there. I'm telling you. Because this ain't it. That is. What in the world have I done?
So maybe we'll leave the light like that, and we'll take this so that we can see all the goodness and modification that he has done with this one. When I send this back to you, I know you've been experimenting with different kinds of putty and epoxies. I think I got something that'll work way better for you, and I'm going to send back a sample of it, and if you like it, then you can buy it. It's not cheap, but I use it when I'm fine cylinder heads and trying to change the shape of them. It works real well. It hardens well enough that you can still sand on it. Where with this epoxy, once it's set up, it's hard as a rock. So anyways, neither here nor there. I probably should just explain all that to you in an email. I can't wait to put this on the bench and see just how much difference there is between this one and that one. And when that one starts looking like this one, unless you go watch his site, you go look at all his videos, you have no clue what that one's going to turn out to. This one is, I think this is 2.0. Maybe this is 1.0. I don't know. We're going to be going one step at a time on this one, making modifications, checking how the boost signal is coming through it, and try to get a standard that can be compared each time he does it. I still like that a lot. So anyways, until we get to putting it on the flow bench, and that's still going to be a minute, because even though I've been teasing you and haven't showed you anything about these air boxes for the snowmobile engines for the salt flat car, that video is coming pretty soon. And we've got to get that project done and complete and flowing correctly before I get into this, but we're getting close. Man, it's been a struggle. It's been really tough to make the air come out of all three holes equally. Anyways, that's another video that you'll see on my channel. I'll do all the tests on this, send it back, and then he will do the modifications, show them to you, and then send it back to me, and we'll do this again. So it may take a minute, but this is going to be a fun project. This is going to be real fun watching what he does to wildly change a stock carburetor into something else that's really not recognizable. Like I said, you got to go onto his site and watch all the different things that he has done, especially the annual booster, the way he's designing it, where he's had to take it to a machine shop and had them special machine rings that go down inside it. It's all way cool, and I can't wait to do some of the testing. Some of the testing that he did with the shop vac and putting water in the carburetor, I can't do with my flow bench. I can't get water inside my flow bench, or gasoline for that matter. That'd make a hell of an explosion. But we can still test how much inches of water it pulls with my flow bench. We can use that as a baseline with this one till it gets to that crazy mode and see just how much difference it is. This is going to be pretty cool, but I just got to get back to it. And the guy's YouTube site is New Guy's Garage, and you should go check it out. And the next video of this, it'll be sitting here on my flow bench. Whoops, I forgot to show you the 750. To allow you to see what's going on. This one doesn't look like it's had any modifications done to it. The stock, I do believe 750 base plate, and so we'll compare that one to this one that has been, do I say highly modified? Well, I'll give you more details on each one of these as I get ready to flow test them. We don't really need to know all that, other than this is what we're testing. All right, now I think I'm done. See you next video. Bye.